I cannot thank you enough for what you have done for Dasra, for House Va'ruun. If only more in the settled system shared that view. But history is what it is. Though it is hard to imagine a future for House Va'ruun where Anasco is not leading. But now, House Dulkef will take control. I think they have a well-earned reputation for being measured and reserved. Whether that is what is best for House Va'ruun right now, that remains to be seen. It is certainly a solid foundation on which to build House Va'ruun's future. Thankfully, this transfer of power comes at a time of peace. You were right to vote against the Crusade. That is a difficult question. It is hard to know whether Anasco was interpreting the Serpent's will correctly. But the decision can always be revisited in the future. For now, I think it best that House Va'ruun focus inward, on recovering and rebuilding. Indeed it does. There is no guarantee that it will not happen again in the future, but at least you have prevented it for now. No matter what, the path ahead will be difficult. But at least there still is a path, thanks to your actions. Not that I needed another reason to love you, but I will not forget what you have done for my people.
Look at you. I'm doing an oral history. Back to work, then.
Talk to me, my dear friend.
I want to say thank you for everything you did in Dasra. As members of Constellation, it's our job to explore distant worlds, but it's sometimes unclear what responsibilities we hold beyond that. You saw a city in need, and made the difficult decision to intercede rather than observe. For that, you should be commended. That may be, but when called into service, you did what was necessary. That's something to be admired. In any case, I'm thankful the Council held you in such high regard. For the representatives to entrust you with so much responsibility, from choosing a leader to stopping the Serpent's Crusade is, well, unprecedented. And they couldn't have chosen a better person to do so. I would like to pick your brain, however, regarding your choice of speaker. Call it intellectual curiosity. Tell me, what influenced your decision to advocate for House Dulkef? They're bureaucratic, measured, and exacting. Whereas Constellation is a much different organization, outside of maybe, say, Walter. In the short term, I worry they'll struggle to move things along. In the long term, rules and regulations may serve them well. Yes, if nothing else, I can't imagine them making rash decisions. Regardless, you did your best to navigate rough seas, both practically and politically. And with the immediate threat taken care of, one hopes that Dasra will look forward to a brighter future. As it should be. In any case, I would call this mission a resounding success. I feel we have a better understanding of House Va'ruun's culture and politics, and the galaxy is just a tiny bit less hostile as a result.
First off, I just want to say, heck of a job saving Dasra. That was a tough situation to navigate, and you did it with aplomb. A pat on the back isn't nearly enough. I hope they throw you a parade. 2 thumbs up even. Don't sell yourself short. I also want to thank you for putting a halt to the Serpent's Crusade. The last thing the Settled Systems needs is another war. Well, I doubt House Varun would have had the resources to invade the Settled Systems. So it would have likely been guerrilla tactics to start. Ambushes, sabotage, that kind of stuff. Then again, when has House Varun ever fought in that manner? So I don't know. Let's just be glad we don't have to imagine it. True, but sometimes the right thing can be hard to see, especially when you have something to gain by ignoring it. And you spent a lot of time in Dazra. Who knows how that might have shifted your perspective. Either way, I hope the new leadership in Dazra is just as level-headed. The whims of a cosmic snake aside, House Dul-Kef seems like they'd be more open to trade with the Settled Systems. Well, I hate to punt the ball here, but I'm just a tourist. I don't know enough about Varun culture or politics to form an educated opinion. And scientifically speaking, I wouldn't want to make a decision like this without a full set of data. But gastronomically speaking, I am glad you didn't go with House Bethal. Sure, they're bean counters, but that could tie things up in regulation. One thing I appreciate about Constellation is they don't get wrapped up in red tape. Not unless that tape is a being from another universe, here to make things sticky. Either way, I won't waste your brain cells on the what-ifs. The fact is, you got rid of the Vortex and saved Dazra. As for the whole choosing a leader thing, time will tell if you made the right choice. Give it maybe 20 years and you'll start to see the results. Ha! You're traveling forward right now. Sure, it's a slow ride, but you can enjoy the view. Regardless, I won't sit here and sugarcoat it. The people of Dazra have a long road ahead of them. They're gonna have to make foundational decisions regarding everything from infrastructure to immigration to their core religious beliefs. Let's hope this first push sends them on the right path. Fascinate me. Go do what you gotta do, friend.
Yeah, what is it?
You understand?
Oh,
I am in the mood
fine,
for
okay.
a mocha
I'm going.
macchiato. How about you?
Ahoy, Captain!
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive. Good call putting an end to the Serpent's Crusade. I hate to say it, because I know a lot of decent folks were lost, but it's probably for the best Anasco's experiment blew up in his face. I know, and I'm not celebrating that. It's just a lot more would have died if Anasco got his way. But no matter what, the blood's on his hands. But yeah, regardless, I don't see House Varun as the kind of people who wage war halfway. And with Cora getting older, I just do not want her to be caught up in that. So I'm hoping House Dul-Kef sticks to their word on this. And we have peace. I'm not going to say they're the best choice. Being from the Freestar Collective, I've had my fill of bureaucracy. But if they're the only ones who aren't beating the war drum, they're okay in my book. Yeah, I got that vibe too. They're the only one who declined, so we might be safe, for now. At the end of the day, what's done is done. But I'm bearing the lead here. You saved a whole city from ruin. You gave them a starting point to rebuild and make a new future. And thanks to you, the only crusade Cora's gonna read about is in the history books. You and me both. But something like this doesn't go away in a year. And even if the city is restored, the scars will last generations. Either way, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. You saved the day, and everything's good. We'll deal with any blowback when it comes.
Is the city meant to inspire or intimidate? Perhaps it depends on your reason for being here.